Death Valley Clemson Memorial Stadium. We're here for Week 5 of EA Sports College Football. It's the Miami Hurricanes and the Clemson Tigers. Reese Davis, David Pollack, and Jesse Palmer with you. Let's check in with our sideline reporter, Holly Rose.
Miami's head coach told me before the game, this is a crucial moment in their season. They've got to decide what type of team they are. They're finding ways to lose close games, and they've got to get their first win in conference play. Coach says it's crucial that they get off to a good start here today. He wants focus, communication, and more dominance and physicality at the line of scrimmage. I'll keep you posted on how they look down here from the field level to start the first quarter. Back to you guys.
All right, Holly. Clemson will boot it away to get this one started. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The Hurricane offense makes its way onto the field to start this game. Malachi Tony, and what a treat to see a couple of pass catchers like this, each taking their shot to make big plays.
And I'm just telling you, being around Jesse Palmer all week, these two schools, he wouldn't mind playing for these schools because they develop the wide receiver position year in and year out. They find guys with athletic ability that are playmakers, and it's no different today. Palmer, talk about these two dudes.
Yeah, I mean, you're absolutely right. I mean, they fit this game in the tradition of both these schools, putting out All-American receivers, Bolitnikoff winners, first-round draft picks at the position, and you've got two of those guys here in this game. They're each going to get a bunch of balls thrown their way. They're both so dangerous after the catch. This is a quick...
And the Heat will get home, and the quarterback goes down at the 17.
One thing you know about this defense, they have got a pass rush. You cannot be predictable, especially when it comes to throwing the football. There is too much athleticism and length up front on this defensive line and in their front seven, and they register a sack early here on only the second play of the game.
And he's brought down at the 40-yard line, and that'll be a first down. And the Canes come to the line with a new set of downs. The run inside. It's Pringle. And they'll wrestle him to the ground after a short gain. You know, when you get off to a tough start in conference play like these guys have, sometimes the temptation is just to try to get through it, play out the string. How can they turn it around?
Well, they just need to put a game together in all three phases for 4 quarters, and they haven't been able to do that yet this year, especially, David, when they've gotten an ACC play.
Yeah, and they've struggled. It's not the start they wanted, but what a coach is talking about. Like, when you get some adversity, how are you going to respond? And how do we finish the second half of the season so we can build on it for the future? It's not pretty, it's not fun, but let's finish strong throughout this conference play.
Takes the handoff. It's Fletcher.
I like the decision there in the RPO game too, guys. I know he only got a couple of yards, but that play's going to open up bigger opportunities throwing the football down the field in the RPO game too. So keep handing it off to this guy. Let him see what he can do. And when the defense gives you the look to hold the football and then finally throw it, that's when you take advantage.
Stop is made at the 36, but he picked up 10 on that one and has a fresh set of downs.
And, man, you don't have to be a great play caller to give that guy the football, right? Like, feature him. The offense goes through him. You've got to love this running back. And he just finds a way to make those chunk plays like he just did, setting the tone. And, Palmer, sometimes the defense, they need to see you for a second so they realize how fast, how powerful, how good you are.
Yeah, and the defense said all the right things leading up to this game. We're focused on stopping the run. We want to be the more physical team. We're going to make them one-dimensional. Well, you just got to run down your throat early. Everybody has a plan until they get punched in the face. So for this defense now it's time to show up. You got to bow up now and start doing something about it.
Finds his man. It's Jacobs. And the defense had that one well covered. Just a short gain there. The noise level is relentless here on second down. Running inside. It's Fletcher. They pull him down at the 17 after a pickup of 3.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough, but how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
Makes the grab. They'll make the stop about a yard short of the first down. Here's Mensa to throw. Hauls it in, the first down and more. They make the stop, but not before. He gets enough to convert on fourth down, and rolling the dice pays off. And the Hurricanes will try to put one on the board on first and goal. He works his way all the way down to the 3, and the defense is reeling.
First down and goal, I bet you the percentages are really high for run, and this defense was ready for it. They got to match the physicality right here, right now in this situation.
It's complete to the left, and that one did not work.
Well, that receiver's looking at his teammates like, guys, what's up? You're not going to block for me on the screen? Seriously? I just lost yards on a screenplay. How does that happen?
Darian Mensa from the gun on third down. And he motors into the end zone. Touchdown, Hurricanes!
Well, the gamble by the head coach early in the game really pays off. Remember, they went for it on fourth down to stay on the field. They wanted to be aggressive, and now they get to pay it off, scoring a touchdown. Really nice job. It's always a massive gamble as a head coach taking those risks, but when you've got an offense like this, that really wasn't that tough of a decision.
And I think defensively, that kind of takes the wind out of your sails. Like, you get so excited. You force the fourth down, maybe a punt, maybe a field goal, whatever it is. I'm going to get off the field, and then they get it. And they finish with this drive together. You're right. Circle that fourth down. That was a big one.
He'll bring it out. It's Brown. They'll corral him and get him down at the 17-yard line on the return. So Clemson's offense takes the field for the first time in this game. And they'll be met by this defensive front, which can wreak havoc.
Well, this is one of the best quarterbacks in the country, but David, he better have a clock going off in his head in this one, because this is one of the elite pass rushes in the entire nation as well. Their D-line is absolutely stocked and loaded with athleticism, with guys with bad intentions, and they built this D-line specifically for games like this.
Yeah, so he better be on time, right? Like, that ball needs to be able to come out. You just got to be careful. You don't get away with some of those liberties of holding on to the football, extending plays, because those dudes are in relentless pass rush mode chasing after you. This will be a great chess match.
Incomplete. He had to get rid of it before he wanted to. The defense put the heat on.
Every quarterback in football at every level will see ghosts. If you hit him, if you make him uncomfortable and he knows you're coming time after time again, good things don't happen usually at the quarterback's level.
And the sack all the way back at the 5.
And you don't want to see this trend continue. Last week he was sacked 4 times. The offensive line, this offense as a whole, needs to get in better situations, get rid of the football faster, and not keep getting their quarterback hit.
Had to hurry the punt a bit, but gets great distance. He'll field the punt and try to make something happen. Can they catch him? The speed, the shiftiness, the elusiveness, all on display in that sweet return there. Great place to start for this offense. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Pringle. Pulled down after a pickup of 4 to the 27. Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Wide receiver comes in motion. Now the play fake. Moving out of the pocket. Knocked down after a pickup of maybe 2, and man, that pursuit, they had their hair on fire. It's getting loud in here, and they may raise the dues on Ipte if they can stop him on third down. Mensa throws to the wideout. Can't make the connection on third down thanks to that tough, hard-nosed pass defense, and now it's 4th down.
And that's what the offense wants. They want to see you in man coverage, and they want to throw those slants, use those wide receivers and their big bodies to catch the football. Elite coverage. Great job being glued to.
Converts on 4th down. Still going. He's got enough for the first down, and they roll the dice and convert to keep this drive going. The run inside. It's Fletcher. They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play.
I don't care who you are, but if you're going to have success offensively, you've got to have some semblance of a running game. They didn't have it their last time out. They obviously really struggled in that game. And in this one, just not getting enough push up front, and it's putting them in some...
Throws toward the end zone. Looking to the end zone. It's incomplete.
And last week was great for this young man. But, man, again, showing you he can do it at a high level. Just working the whole field, using different guys. He is absolutely on fire right now.
They've got it in field goal range, but they'll try to convert this 3rd and long from the 20. Spits it out to the back. This time it's complete. He's there to make the stop, but not before he sets up this offense 1st and goal from the 7. The Canes go back to work after moving the chains through the air. A 1st down run on the doorstep. Nothing doing, and he was lucky to get back to the line of scrimmage at 2nd and goal.
Well, we know this defense is one that plays with a lot of pride, right? Part of that is their ability stopping the run. They're a top 25 unit in the nation when it comes to stopping the rush, and that really helps them out down here in the red zone. They're going to have to step up big time in this situation.
Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. He'll run it to the right, looking for the goal line. Relentless, tough running gets it down to the 4.
After getting stopped on that 2nd down, don't be surprised if the offense hands it off to him again here at the goal line on 3rd.
This is a money play on 3rd and goal. Here's Darian Mensa to throw. Makes the grab over the middle. Taken down just short of the sticks, but the offense still within scoring range on 4th down. We've reached the end of the quarter, and Miami is on top. And we've come to the end of one, and let's take a quick moment to catch up on the stats. They are lined up and ready to go and get things started here in the 2nd. They're happy enough to try to take the points as the field goal unit heads out. This crowd trying to do its part to get inside the kicker's head. And this one is perfect. And that will extend their lead even further.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but, man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
Coming out with it, it's Brown. That gamble did not pay off as they bring him down at the 12-yard line. The Tigers send out the offense to go to work. They really need to find a way to generate some kind of offense down 10-0. To the air on 1st down. Pulls it in, it's Johnson. They make the stop, but there is a flag on the field. We'll see what that's all about.
And this is what's going to drive coaches crazy. It's mental errors, right? It doesn't take any talent or lack of talent to have that penalty. You just got to watch the ball, and when it's snapped, get after the quarterback.
Running inside, it's Davidson. Makes it past the marker. Plows through the defense. Here he goes. He's inside the 40. The 20. He's at the touchdown, Tigers. Just blew his way through a couple of defenders and reached Hader.
Well, we see the home run on offense, but defensively, we've got to do a better job tackling. You've got to get hats to the football, and then you got to bring the ball carrier down. Poor fundamentals, poor tackling helped lead to that long touchdown.
And with the extra point, the lead is cut to 3. It's 10-7. If only it were always this easy for the offensive coordinators. One play, big chunk yardage, put points on the board just like that. And he takes this from inside the 5. He only needs a sliver of daylight. Out of bounds at the 40, and quite a return to set up the offense here. The Canes offense comes onto the field looking to put together a drive. Had to settle for the chip shot field goal last time, Jesse. They'd love for this one to pay off bigger.
Yeah, it just comes down to execution, too. Did a nice job out in the field, stalled a little bit once they got down to the goal line, so they just need to be a little bit more crisp here, Dave.
Yeah, and listen, I think the first part was the most important part.
Turning it on! Found enough room to get it into enemy territory. They're down at the 43-yard line.
That's a nice-looking run, man, and what a legacy here when you think about Edgerrin James and Frank Gore, Willis McGahee, Clinton Portis, game breakers at the running back position. This guy, he seems like he's destined to play on Sunday.
Looking for room. It's Fletcher. Inside the 30. Maybe some room here. What a run. Takes it all the way down to the 11-yard line before he's forced out.
Man, that's excellent blocking there on the left side of the line. They were able to get great push, get off the line, create a little bit of crease for that running back.
They just created a wall. He had all kinds of room to run.
I might go back to that one and call that one again. It worked so well.
Motion from the wideout. Trying to get the edge with the jet sweep. Defense sniffed that one out immediately, and he was lucky to get back to the line of scrimmage. Second down coming up on this red zone opportunity. They'll run it behind the big guys on the left.
Great team defense on that run play. Everybody doing their job. People winning their one-on-ones, D linemen staying in their gaps, linebackers and DBs filling. You just can't do it better.
This crowd rising up, sensing that its defense needs some help. Quarterback making adjustments. Throwing, Mensah. Escapes the pressure to his right. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete. And they'll send the field goal team back out for the second time tonight. This whole place going to see if this kicker can operate in the sea of noise. Absolutely perfect. The lead now 6 here in the second.
Man, so many more times we're going to say, go for it, be aggressive. Nice to have a guy you can depend on, and you know you're putting 3 on the board. Nice kick, nice job.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Clemson ready to dial up some ball plays. They've got it on offense. After that last explosive running play, David, why not just try it again, right?
I mean, why not? Such a big, long, explosive run. You think, Jesse, maybe give it to him again? Or do you say, hey, QB, throw that thing out there?
I think you keep it on the ground, David. Honestly, I was watching the offensive line. They were fired up after that long touchdown run. You know they just want to go back out there again and get some push.
Last incompletion leaves them still sitting at their own 25 with 2nd and 10. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Davidson. Tackle is made at the 28 after a pickup of 3. Let's see what call they have on 3rd and long from the 28. From the gun, wants to pass. Oh, he wants it all. And it goes through his hands. Oh, he had an explosive play right there for the taking, but couldn't reel it in. So Clemson is lining up to punt this one away. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. Catches it at the 15. They'll put that return to a stop at the 33, but the offense set up in pretty good field position. Miami's offense comes out ready to go to work. Always good to get points on a drive, David, but chip shot field goals can leave you a little empty.
And I think it's great to get points, but the great teams get touchdowns in the red area. You got to get out there this time and execute a little better on this drive.
You're absolutely right, David. Generally, the best red zone offenses are the ones that run the ball the best. So let's see if they can be a little bit more physical on this drive.
And you want to run the football. That's okay. You'll take some of these. But if they start to add up down the road, obviously, you might want to think about airing it out a little bit.
Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. They'll go right back to him. He locked up and held on to bring him down.
And there was no space, nowhere to go. That play went absolutely nowhere.
Sometimes you just need a dude to show up and make a play, and he did.
Sometimes you just need to block that dude, and they didn't.
Beneath the shadow of Howard's Rock, Death Valley is rocking, trying to help the Tigers on third down. Here's Mensah to throw. Oh, he makes the catch. They'll get him on the ground at the 46, and it'll be a first down.
On third down, offenses have their plays. What they like in third and short, what they like third and medium, third and long. Great job by the offense having success. Now, it's incumbent upon the defense to learn their plays and try to shut it down throughout the game.
And they'll bring him down after a short pickup. A quick break in the action here as they tend to the injured Hurricane. That is a sophomore offensive lineman down on the play, and we hope he's able to return soon. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. They'll keep it on the ground. And he doesn't find much running room. A short gain on the play.
Man, that's good plays back-to-back, getting him on the ground. And I tell you what, just good job wrapping him up, not letting him get yards after contact and make your defense really have to work harder. Great job getting downhill, making tackles, and now you're set up pretty good. Third and medium, probably a passing situation. Nice physicality by this defense.
He'll have enough for the first down after making that grab, but we do have a player who has not yet returned to his feet. Training staff is out there tending to the injured player, and we will step aside. The Hurricanes have this offense rolling. Mensah buys a little extra time. Strong pass rush gets to the quarterback, and they get him at the 46. The pocket broke down, and the quarterback had to take the sack.
Really impressed by this pass rush, Reese. Just guys winning their individual battles one-on-one up front. They're able to get to the quarterback.
Inside the 35, knocked out of bounds. This offense with a big play, and they'll mark it at the 33. And the Canes with the 1st and 10. We've reached the 2-minute timeout. We've got a tight one, and they'll try to build on the lead before going to the locker room. From the 33, it's 1st and 10. Takes the handoff. It's Fletcher. Pickup of 5 is now 2nd and 5. Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Here's Iraion Tv to throw. Pressure is on the way, and the pressure has arrived, and down he goes at the 30.
Man, this offense, they gotta find something. They gotta get in the rhythm somehow. So far, no success, not protecting the quarterback. Really, the only good thing I can say so far is they haven't turned the football over.
Coming to the line of scrimmage at the 30. It would be a long field goal, but they'd love to pick up a few here on 3rd and long. He's got him. Inside the 15, out of bounds at the 14-yard line. The offense looking for a score. We asked earlier this week, who's your favorite receiver? And, of course, he said the open one, but we know who he really wants to go to on 3rd down.
The best one. I mean, I think the open one, obviously the politically correct answer, but you want to find the guy that you got that great chemistry.
Intercepted for the 11th time this season. He stopped, not much on the return, but a whole lot in getting the football.
And he makes a play in the back end. Nice job reading the pass, and that's his 2nd of the season. This guy, unbelievable job seeing the quarterback, breaking on the quarterback, and going and getting that big play.
A lot of real estate in front of them as the drive starts at their own 6. The run inside. It's Davidson. Looks as if he'll get it up to about the 14-yard line.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on first down, man, you are doing just that.
Got 8 on first down, now looking at a 2nd and 2. Grabbed on the right side, that's Wesco. Looks as if Clemson will have the first down.
Nice completion here to this wide receiver, and you're going to see this receiver line up in different spots all over the field all game long. Defense has got to keep their eye on where this guy is because they know he's a big part of this offense's success.
Inside the 30, down to the 29. Time is running short here in the first half. The Tigers will call a timeout. That's their first. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. Here's a heat. And that one falls incomplete. They tried to go over the top on first down. 2nd down coming up. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Looking to fire. Finds his tight end. And he'll have enough for the first down at the 42. Clemson calls its 2nd timeout. And they'll still have 1 in their pocket for what's left in this first half.
I know he's got the height and the weight of a tight end, but man, the way he runs routes and how good he is with the ball in his hands, it just reminds you of a wide receiver. He's so athletic. This is a guy that has a basketball background in high school, and you see it pan out. Every time he has the football, he just looks like the best athlete on the field for a big guy. Very, very unique.
That quarterback has a hose. That dude could throw it through a car wash and not get it wet. Great job of putting that ball on a line to his wide receiver.
Got it in the middle, it's Brown. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. They've decided to try to go for the field goal here. The holder will kneel down at the 29, making it a 39-yard attempt. Right down the boulevard. The lead is down to a field goal.
And listen, y'all know in the booth and everywhere how I feel about kickers. Don't always love leaving it on their foot, so to speak, but nice job executing. He keeps doing stuff like that. I'll keep trotting them.
Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. One more play before the teams head to the locker rooms. Using his legs, it's Fletcher. Hard running there. He'll be brought down, and that's the final play of the half. And we are headed to halftime. Both squads headed into the locker room to make some adjustments. Gives us an opportunity to check in with Kevin Connors in our EA Sports College Football Studio Update. And the Canes will kick it off to start the second half. The returner will field it and try to set up his offense in great field position. And they'll get him on the ground as the offense comes out to start the next drive. What do they have to say coming out of halftime, Holly?
Hey guys, checking in with the Tigers head coach. They are really thrilled with how their defense is playing so far. They knew coming in that they had a really tough opponent in the wide receiver on the other team. Somebody who could change a game with one route. But their defense has been stout and solid. We'll see if they can continue to do that here as that wide receiver gets the ball here to start the second half. Guys, back to you.
Okay, Holly. Off the bootleg to buy a little space. Grabbed over the middle. It's Moore. He'll get it up to about the 32-yard line before he's stopped, and it'll be first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Running inside, it's Johnson. Not the biggest play in the world, but it's one that can set the tone as he bangs his way out to the 38. Six-yard pickup on first down leaves him with 2nd and 4. Back to pass. Rushes on him. They got him. Great pressure by this defense.
And it's such an advantage for this defense to have an outside linebacker like that can rush the passer, because they can set the edge. They can get off the ball, and they're just way too fast for tight ends or for offensive tackles to get out and block them.
Now facing a 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Fires to the tight end. And they'll spot it at the 45. That's good enough for a first down.
And it's on 3rd downs like this. If you want to attack the middle of the field, you got to look for the tight end. Really nice route. Great job looking that football in. You can tell this quarterback really has a lot of confidence when he's in the pocket looking for the big fella, and they're able to hook up there.
Picked up 5 on that last pass play. Now it's 2nd and 5. The play action fake. Quickly to the tight end. He's close to the first down, but they're going to mark him just a little short. How aggressive might this play call be on 3rd and short from the 46? They'll try to bully their way for the first. He gets the job done on 3rd down. They move the chains. It's at the 37. Clemson ready to go back to work with another first down. Snapped it in the shotgun. Complete with conviction on the crosser. Just what this offense was looking for. Sets him up at the 26 with the first down.
And that's a nice job by this offense. They got to find a way to continue to string good plays together. They've had a few, but they haven't put 3, 4, 5, 6 together, putting a drive like this together. Now, let's go pay this thing off and punch it in the end zone.
Looking downfield on first down. Those two not on the same page. It's incomplete. Defense has to be frustrated. The offense keeps matriculating and matriculating and matriculating the ball down the field. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Davidson. Got enough space. Touchdown, Tigers. With that, they grab the lead here in the second half.
It's a nice decision by the quarterback there in the RPO. He's reading the keys on defense. They say hand the ball off. You want to do that. When you've got a guy this special in the backfield, David, get him as many touches as possible.
And a lot of times on those RPOs, the defense just has to hesitate for a second, and that little pause will open up those creases, and he takes full advantage of the defense just freezing for a second, makes the big, long touchdown run.
Here comes the Hurricane offense looking to gather a little more strength. So as soon as they step on the field here in the 3rd quarter, they find themselves trailing, and now they'll try to answer with a score of their own. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball. So now it's 2nd and long. Throwing, Mensah. Looking to the big tight end. Makes the grab. It's Lofton. Really nice pickup there as they have it out to the 44 with a first down. Offense in a bunch formation. The run inside. It's Pringle.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
He's picked off, and he's thrown a dozen of them. Taking it the other way. And he was trying to chart a course on that pick for a pick 6, but he'll be stopped at the 31.
And I tell you what, when defenses play zone, all eyes are on the quarterback. You have a zone to drop to, but you're setting on the quarterback, reading his eyes. Great job by the defense, understanding the ball was coming out, breaks on the football, goes and makes the INT.
They'll come out on this drive and let it rip. Oh, he drops the football. He had him right down the gut of the field. Instead, it'll be 2nd down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. To the air on 2nd down. Fires to the wideout. A strike downfield. He gets it all the way down to the 5-yard line. A terrific catch and run before he stopped. Let's see what Clemson comes up with on 1st and goal. quarterback run is part of their game plan. And he'll finish the run in the end zone. Touchdown, Clemson.
This is like having an extra running back in your backfield. This quarterback is magic. When he decides to keep the football, he can make people look absolutely silly. He shows you on that play.
And the extra point is good. It's 24-13. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. And here comes that Miami offense back onto the field. Mistakes are going to happen, as they did on that last drive. Now, how will they respond, Jesse?
And this is the kind of guy who's going to take full accountability. That was my bad. That's on me. I'm about to lead this offense now down the field and score some points.
Dang, Palmer, I wish I'd have played with you. I didn't play with many quarterbacks that were just like, yeah, my bad. Hey, guys, I got this. Sorry about that. It was more, you should have ran a better route.
The defense wins that one, and the offensive line was challenged by their coaching staff coming into this game to try and get push up front and establish the line of scrimmage. They're going to have to do a better job running than that if they're going to win this one.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. Looking for space, it's Pringle. They'll spot the ball at the 34 as he goes out of bounds right there.
And we talked about this guy coming into the game, man. He's a dude. Like, he's a guy that they're going to feature, they're going to give the football to. He's so good with the ball in his hands, so why would you not hand it to him as much as possible? They're doing it early, and he's getting some chunk yardage. This defense, they knew about him, but now they're finding out about him.
Well, it's a negative play trying to run the football, and I think if you're on offense, you got to
wait just a minute, guys. The offense looks as if they're going for it in their own end. On 4th down, trying to find his man. And he throws another interception, his 3rd of the night. Bringing it back. Touchdown, Clemson. The defense takes matters into its own hands. How efficient have they been as they extend this lead here in Week 5?
And this is exactly what you dream about for a defense. Forcing the big turnover, making the pick, and then putting points on the board yourself. Great play by the defense.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The Canes offense comes onto the field looking to put together a drive. Well, the good news is they threw a touchdown pass last time. It was just to the wrong team, Jesse.
Well, that's an unfortunate part of the game for quarterbacks, but guess what? They do happen, so you've got to be able to turn the page here and lead this offense.
Well, I think you know this defense is going to be aggressive. They're going to jump routes. They're going to play aggressive. You got to take advantage of that. Maybe use that this time to your advantage.
Right back to it. Good, solid pickup on that one. They've got it out to the 40, and it's 1st down.
It's so nice as an offense to know you can generate explosive plays by handing the football off to this guy. He has got incredible speed.
Now from the 40, it's 1st and 10. Might be changing the route. Right there to stop him, and that'll be a loss of 3.
Man, the momentum is squarely on their side right now. It's starting to feel like they're running away with this one. They scored a touchdown their last time out. Now on this drive here in the 3rd quarter, the defense makes a massive play against the run, creating a negative play. They've got the opponent going backwards.
He almost picked up the 1st down on that one, but he'll be just a little bit short. And the Hurricanes are in the hurry-up. Darian Mensah from the gun on 3rd down. Got his man. Still running at the 40. Now they're really starting to threaten as they pick up the 1st down at the 34-yard line. The Canes are moving quickly down the field. Here's Mensah to throw. Unloads to the wideout. Working the middle. And he's brought down after a nice gain. After the completion, we see there is a man down, and the clock will stop to check on him. The Hurricanes come to the line with a fresh set of downs thanks to that last connection in the passing game. And the defense making a play, getting a hand on that pass.
It's nice having zone eyes on the quarterback. I tell you what, you got to lead, be smart, don't give up big plays, drop back in your zones, but watch, when the ball's thrown, you can see the guys break on the football immediately and go make a play.
Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down.
All right, you got to be careful here if you're the quarterback, right? Back-to-back incompletions. You've had a nice drive. You're still in field goal range, though. Think about this. You cannot take a sack. That has got to be what the play caller is reminding his quarterback about in the headsets right now. If it's not there, throw this thing away because we've got a chance to at least get 3 points here.
And sometimes these QBs, man, you just want them to hang in the pocket maybe just a little bit longer. It's third down. I got a little bit I got to get, and I think he pulls the football down, tries to make a play with his feet, but the defense does their job and forces the fourth down.
He'll bring it out. It's Brown. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Tigers sending out their offense, ready to get this drive started. This offense has really been clicking in the game so far, Jesse.
No doubt. Everything their play caller is dialing up, these guys offensively have been able to go out and execute, David.
Yeah, and it's just maintaining the lead. Keep doing what you've been doing. You got a big lead. Let's just keep piling it on until they find an answer.
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. DBs will try to keep everything in front. They'll go to work in the air on 2nd down. Got his man downfield. Racing down the left side. And he takes it all the way down to the 26-yard line. As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. Quick completion on the out route. Oh, got some room headed to the goal line. Touchdown, Tigers. And the stomping has commenced.
When these offenses get in a rhythm, they're hard to stop. Already up early, got a short field, take advantage of it too, get another touchdown. This offense is doing whatever they want to do and having a lot of success.
That was a reckless hit by the defender. The kickers are in a vulnerable spot, and they have to protect them. Not going to give him a chance to make a play as they boot that thing through the end zone. This should be the last play of the quarter. The offense changing the play. Mensah. He's going to let it go. And that shot downfield falls incomplete, and that's how we'll wrap up the third quarter. They had a chance to mull things over, and let's see how they start the final period here on 2nd down. Looking to fire. Pressure coming. And he's sacked. Great work there by this defense.
That defender is a matchup nightmare for any offensive lineman to block. He's got athleticism, he's got length, he's got flexibility. He put it all on display on that sack.
On 3rd and long, he'll need to loosen up that arm. And that ball is hauled in inside the 35. Just what they needed. Huge explosive play as he takes it to the 33. And the Canes getting set on 1st and 10. Knew where he wanted to go with it, but couldn't find his target. It's incomplete. Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. And they swarm him under.
We Well, you love to see that from the defense, right? It's like bend, don't break. They've given up a bunch of plays on this drive, but now that they're getting down close to field goal range, you're seeing them start to stiffen up there.
Yeah, and plays don't matter anymore. Yards don't matter. All that matters with these defenses nowadays is points and limiting them.
They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. He uncorks a bullet to the right. Oh, that slithered right through his fingers and would have been his 2nd interception of the game. Instead, it's 4th down. Quarterback making checks. They're throwing for it on 4th down. Oh, he dropped it. He just lost his concentration and didn't look it all the way in. The decision to go for it does not pan out. Looking to throw on 1st down. Takes a shot as he lets it go. They went for it all in the first play of the drive and come up empty. They're dealing with a 2nd and long. Keeps it on the option. And the defense makes the stop after a minimal gain. 3rd and 6 yards to go. From the gun, wants to pass. Fires it beautifully in on the crosser. Good job running that route to get past the sticks because he got nothing after the catch. Maybe some confusion on the snap count there. That's maybe what caused the false start. Either way, the offense is penalized. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. Concentration is key. Have to know the snap count. The false start backs him up. It's 1st and 15. They drag him down behind the line of scrimmage, and boy, that hasn't happened very often. He has had a tremendous night. And the Tigers with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Wide open downfield. And there was lots of space as he gets it to the 39-yard line. This offense lines up feeling awfully good after that big play. Running inside, it's Davidson. Just what this offense was looking for. Sets him up at the 26 with the 1st down. The Tigers kept this drive moving on the ground, now back to work. Wants to throw on 1st down. That's caught. It's Johnson. He just keeps piling up numbers with completion after completion in this standout performance.
And I think some people might say late in the game, you got the win, everything's in hand, be a little bit conservative, or you just say,
got some room, headed to the goal line, and he's forced out of bounds close to the goal line, and that shove saved a touchdown. The Tigers have it in scoring position on 1st and goal. Looking for the end zone. Touchdown, Tigers! They wanted to finish, and that they did on that possession. Things a little more comfortable after that score and much, much closer to a win here in Week 5.
Yeah, salt into wound, right? Late in the 4th quarter, you can run the football, run this game out. No, sir. I'm going to continue to pad my stats, find my receiver out wide, and give me another touchdown.
The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty.
Number 81 set to kick this one away.
No chance to return that one. A booming kickoff out of the back of the end zone. It's a touchback. Miami's offense comes out ready to go to work. That last drive was promising at times, but stalled out, and they turned it over on downs, Jesse.
I think they got to do a better job here, just being better early in the downs. On 1st down, finding positive plays.
Yeah, and it's frustrating when you move the football and get stopped on the other side of the field and get no points. But they've had some success, and I like the aggressiveness. They just got to cash some of these drives in.
Wide open spaces. Inside the 30. The 10. Touchdown, Canes. He broke away from the defense, and they couldn't catch him. And a huge run from the back for 6.
Man, it's nice to have a running back that can do that. That makes everything else easy on offense. Hey, hand it to that guy, he makes a big play. Yes, please.
Well, you could draw a line in the middle, and he would have hit that thing. They wasted no time on that drive. Got it on their 25, and 2 plays later, they're in the end zone. They're down big, but they'll keep fighting to the bitter end and line up for the onside kick here. And a few anxious moments, but the hands team is able to fall on it.
And listen, you start to get desperate, right? Late in the game, it's in the 4th quarter. You know, I got to steal a possession somehow, some way, and you got to pull the trigger and kick an onside, something you feel good with. They tried. Unfortunately, they failed, and this game's going to get difficult now even more down the stretch.
Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Davidson.
And here's the mindset if you're on offense. 4th quarter, you've got a huge lead. Obviously, you're going to run the football, but just be aware of the clock. You don't want to snap it too quickly. You're probably just doing safe runs inside the tackles like you saw right there. You just got to execute. You got to be aware, but you've got this game in hand so long as you don't turn it over.
Clock stops. We have reached the 2-minute timeout, and this offense just a couple of minutes away from putting one in the win column. It'll be 3rd and long. Looking to throw. Working that wide receiver screen. He's going to come up a couple of yards short of the first down. And here comes the field goal unit for the 2nd time tonight. And this kicker might be feeling it. He made one earlier, now from 49 yards out. Never a doubt for this big-footed guy. 49-yard field goal is good.
And they just tack on more points to this big lead. Listen, 4th quarter was sitting extremely pretty. All we got to do, not give up big plays, make them earn everything they get the rest this way, and we looking pretty good.
And they'll bring him down to get the offense started on the next drive. This drive will open from the 15. He'll start this drive going to the air. Snagged out of the air. That kind of play will get a drive started or help your field position. They've got it at the 27.
Nice job by the quarterback, seeing the receiver come open, getting him the football, making the first down, and they like to do this. When they make a first down, they want to go fast. They want to crank up the tempo.
Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down. Misfired on the last play. They'll go back to the air. This one's complete. Put it right on him. Sweet play, good pickup, and they'll move the chains with the first down. Wants to go right back downfield. Got a man. Knocked down immediately, but a nice pickup on that one. And the Canes can really attack on this 2nd and short. Back to pass. Makes the catch. It's Lofton. He steps out of bounds, but it will be enough for a first down. Passing game kept this drive moving. Let's see if they try it again. Looking to throw on first down. Flushed out of the pocket. He's going to run it. He found a little opening and got loose. They couldn't stop him in the backfield, so a solid pickup there. The offense takes a timeout with 30 seconds left.
Defense is all about creating negative plays, and he does a really good job at the quarterback spot of not taking sacks. Like, that's a great job. He wants to throw the football. The clock goes off, he takes off, and gets a positive gain.
And he's knocked down immediately, but not before he moves the chains. And the Hurricanes, after moving the sticks through the air, come to the line. A shot toward the end zone. Oh, it's picked off. Got room on the return. And they capitalize not only on the pick, but on the great return to improve this field position.
Well, man, we've seen explosive offensive firepower all game long, and here we are late in an obvious passing situation trying to get this thing close. The big INT, finally the defense makes a play, and David, it looks like they just closed the door on this one.
Well, and you know, Mr. Quarterback, defense wins championships. And how do you seal a game? The defense coming up with a big moment. Yes, obvious passing situation. You know they're going to throw it. The big INT, and that might seal their fate.
Well, some might think this head coach has a tough locker room speech after this one. I would suggest that he starts with, "That's just bad."
Bad, or as Reese Davis would say, ungood. Just very ungood performance. Flush this one down the toilet. Move on. It's not your best day. You lost in ugly fashion, to be honest, but better days ahead.
And I think a lot of this has to come on the shoulders of the players. They need to be able to realize they just didn't do enough. So they've got to turn the page. They've got to go back to work, have a great week of practice, and put out a better effort next week.
This has been a presentation of EA Sports College Football. For David Pollack, Jesse Palmer, and Holly Rowe, I'm Reese Davis saying goodbye, everybody.